today is a work in progress. I really thought I had it all together, thought I knew where I was going, and then finally, something happened after a car accident. I said, I'll reinvent myself. I went back to school, got tooled up, rested, and then finally, my friend, procrastination, set in. I've always been a procrastinator. I think I'm a perfectionist. Whatever the reason, I just got too old for the adrenaline that comes in with the last minute rush. You understand? So being a very spiritual, prayerful person, I said, God, you really got to help me with this one. I just don't know what's happening. It's like I get right to the edge and then I stop. So I'm so busy doing things that, when I get my inspiration, I have to be asleep. Seriously. So finally one night I had this dream. And there was a woman, and I'll say an Asian woman because it makes sense to me in the dream, because look at me, I'm not Asian, right? So she walks up to me and she says, do you wonder why you always had just a little bit of difficulty sometimes on your job? Even way back in school, when people would call you teacher's pet or just kind of pick on you? And I said, I never thought about that. I thought I had just put all that behind me because, we do what we have to do. But then finally, she whispered to me and she said, it's because people saw greatness in you didn't even see in yourself. Whoa, that sucked the air out of me. I said, with all I've done and all I've experienced, and you mean to tell me that I still have not taken full advantage of what God had placed in me? And the answer was yes. So, two-part dream. The very next day, I'm entering into a room with a lot of people, some I know and some I don't know. So I'm standing at the back of the room and I said, you have a decision to make. Are you going to tiptoe in quietly? Don't make a scene. Don't make a grand entrance. Or are you going to be who you are? I am who I am. As Popeye used to say, I am what I am. As my mom might say, you is who you is. So I said, okay, who is Stephanie? I had to become self-aware of what type of person I am. I consider myself, because I've been told, passionate, loving, caring, and kind. I'm a helper. I'm a caretaker. Who knew? I became a therapist, but I had to learn for myself. So I decided to come from the back of the room and do what I always do. Hi, how you doing? Pleasure knowing you. Hey girl, how you doing? Glad to see you. Call me. I wouldn't have done that so easily a few months prior to that dream because I was just wanting to make sure that I fit in. I'll do my thing when it's time to do my thing. But what I became aware of, I was holding back. I am who I am 24/7. So as I went to the room and I saw the smiles and saw the effects of being there and seeing the joy that I brought to people's lives and then receiving the joy that they brought to me, I got to the front of the room and I said, hey, here I am. Glad to see you. So my challenge to you is this. Do you take the time to reflect and ask yourself, what makes you happy? What gives you joy? What makes you cry? We all have to do some of those things, because if not, guess who will answer those questions for you? Everybody else. But in order to be your true self, you have to know who you are. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to practice that right now. A very simple sentence. You're going to say, "Here I am. Can you see me now?" Okay, are you ready for that? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here I am. Can you see me now? Now, was that hard to do? No, it really isn't. So my final word to you is this, is take the time to do a self-check, to take a heart check to see, are you doing what you really want to do? Are you around the people that you really want to be around? Because some people you know you need to kick to the curb. Are you in the job or the profession that gives you joy and happiness? And then once you answer those questions, guess what you have to do? Take the answer in and then walk in it. Thank you so much. Woo!